Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kemi, and I'm here to talk about Next Gen NYC. So, not a lot really happened this episode. We get backstories, I guess, on some people. So, we start off the episode with Ariana and Hudson finding their place or finding a place. They finally found their place in New York. And I was just like, I really like Hudson. Hudson is so laid back and so just like, whatever. Because as they were moving their stuff into the place, Ariana had stepped on a pair of his sunglasses that were really expensive. So she was afraid to tell him because she was just like, oh my God, I worry about money so much. So when she actually told him, he was just like, it's okay, I'll just get another one. And he's just like, it is whatever. I'll get it fixed or I'll get another one. Who cares? And I'm just like, oh, that's so like he looks like he just doesn't trip. He's just like, I'm just here. I'm laid back. I'm chilling. It is what it is. We also see her talking to Kim, and Kim is telling her how happy she is of her and all this other stuff. And she tells the group that she finally found her place. And so I guess she's gonna like do something at the place, at their new place, once they get it set up, invite them over or whatever. We also see her later in the episode, her and Hudson, they go to meet up with this guy who owns his own clothing line, and he basically like gives them the rundown on what they need to do. Like they have to have um what is it called, like oh my God, why am I blanking? I don't know why I'm blanking. But like not a motivational speech, but like a motivation, or like the thing where it says like this is what our company is about. I can't think of what it's called or what it is, but they had that conversation, and then he asked them questions that would be like that's getting them to think like, okay, this is what I need, this is what we need to do, this is like, all the stuff that they're going to need to do to be able to start this clothing line. We then see we actually we I think we yeah we see next we see Seth, Brooks, and Meredith. They're doing something or whatever. And I'm tired of seeing Seth. Like, I'm tired of seeing Meredith, but she don't do nothing. Like, she's not like, she's in the scenes, but she's like really not like saying a lot in the scene. So it's like you can leave her or take her when she's in the scenes, because it's not like she's taking over. But Seth is like, I feel like he's taking over, and it's just like, I need them to leave Brooks, like let Brooks like spread his wings and be on his own. Like I need him to like like I feel like this show literally is built around his core friends or his people. Like he's the one who's bringing everybody together, but he feels like an afterthought. For him to be the one that this show is like based on, you feel like an afterthought. Like you feel like you're just there, like because you're not really like taking that leading role like you should be for this show, which is why I think they did the show. I could be wrong, but I feel like everybody is connected through him, and that's how they all know each other. So for him to be the connecting factor for everyone, and him just being there because his family, his dad is taking over, is like so annoying. Because like we saw Seth last week with Charlie, and it was just like, what other parent do you see on this show talking to your child's friend or trying to check your child's friend, or whatever. And it's just like, he's too grown to need his parents to fight his battles for him. He's too grown to have anybody fight his battles for him, but clearly he needs somebody to fight his battles. So yeah, so we see them, and then we see Charlie meeting up with his dad and his dad's girlfriend, and they just have a weird relationship. Like, I don't know if it's a thing where his dad really doesn't like him. I can't say for sure that's what it is, but Charlie, I feel like, runs on the fact that he thinks that his dad doesn't like him. So the way that he acts out or acts around his dad is as if his dad doesn't like him. And so he's always combative, and it's just like, Charlie is so annoying. Like, I still don't like him. this episode didn't like, just like last week we meeting his mama and his mama like giving us the backstory low key about how he is and why he is the way he is, didn't make me like him. This season, I mean this episode didn't make me like him either. We see yeah, so we see them, you know, we see him and his dad and the girlfriend talking, and then we see Ava, she's in a car and she's talking to her dad, and she's telling him about what happened with Riley and Charlie and the microaggressions. And then her dad is just like, you know, because she was just like, oh, he was like being real like aggressive with me. And she was just like, oh, he was like, if he's aggressive, like he must not like, does he have a good relationship with his mom? And she was just like, no, they, you know, his dad raised him. He's 30, so it's not like he's living with them anymore. And Dane was just like, he said he loves women, but he don't love women, and he needs to love himself because he don't treat women right. And it was just like, yeah, because that food there is just like, ugh, I guess. So then we see Georgia, and we get to know a little bit more about her, and we meet her boyfriend, who I never would have thought that would have been her boyfriend, but he's also a business partner, or he's gonna go in, he's gonna help her go into business and opening up a club or whatever type of, she's trying to open something like to throw parties or whatever. So he's like the financial advisor, the financial backer, or something like that. We also find out about her dad and how he worked, or I forgot what it was, but something happened. 9/11 happened, and then he like, it triggered his PTSD about something, and he ended up leaving the family and moving upstate, and then he passed away. So we find that out because they're all heading to Charlie's dad's house, because his dad is throwing something. I can't remember if he's throwing, I think he's throwing Charlie a party for his birthday, and his like family, like it's a party for the family or whatever. I think that's what it is, but I can't remember because I know they're talking about it's Charlie's birthday because he's going to be 30. So we find that out when they're on the car on the way there. And we also find out that Ava hasn't been answering Charlie's call. So he's like texting her and calling her to see if she's coming, because she was supposed to be coming with them to his dad's house. And she never showed up. She didn't respond. So we see Ariana and Riley meet up, and they're talking about what happened on the way back from Gia's house from last week's episode, and how they tried talking to Charlie, but Charlie wasn't really listening. And then they started having fun after they like hung up on Charlie or whatever. And so Ariana was just like, you know, I got your back, whatever happened, you know, I got your back. And it was just like, okay, I like Ariana. I really like Ariana and Hudson. Like them, they are my favorites. Ariana, Hudson, and Riley are my faves, honestly. So we see again, while Charlie, and I'm just all over the place, so sorry about that. But Charlie, I want to say it was Charlie, Dylan, Georgia, and Brooks, when they were on the way to Charlie's dad's house, they were all talking about how they all go to therapy and the reasons why they were going to therapy. And that's when we found out about Georgia's mom or whatever. And Charlie was just like, yeah, I was going to therapy because we were using the therapist as a mediator between me and my dad. But yeah, I don't believe in therapy, or something like that. And it's just like, you need to believe in therapy. You of all people really need to believe in therapy, because you need a lot of it, like a lot. But child. So they get to Charlie's dad's house, and mind you, they were supposed to be there like, I forgot what time. It was supposed to start at one time. And Charlie's dad called him, and they were already like 30 minutes to an hour late by when Charlie's dad called Charlie to see where he was. And Charlie was just like, well, I'm still in the city. And he was just like, it's going to take you like an hour and a half to get here. Like, what's going on? And so like literally by the time they get there, it's like, you like 3 hours in. Like, that ain't even CP time. I don't know what that is. Like, if that was the case, you shouldn't have went. Like, 3 hours late to a party that's for you. If I think it was a party for him, but really, like, child, I guess. So yeah, so they're all at Charlie's dad's house, and you know, Charlie's dad, he introduces his friends to Charlie's dad. Everyone's mingling or whatever. Charlie and his dad are talking, and like his dad is asking him, okay, you're about to be 30, like what are your goals or something like that. And Charlie doesn't want to have this conversation, and it's just like, sir, you're 30. Like, I know we don't always have it all together in our 30s, but we have something. Like, we're trying, like I don't know for Charlie. Like, Charlie is like all over the place, and it's just like he acts like I I don't even know, because he's Charlie's annoying. Like I said, I don't like Charlie. Charlie is just like, ugh, it's just really ugh. So sorry about that. It's like Charlie is just he's so ugh. Um sorry. Yeah, Charlie is really just like ugh. So him and his dad get into it, and so he comes over to the like his crew, because his crew was sitting over there, and then I guess they leave because they were just like done, or he was done, so he wants to leave, so they leave. So then we see Ava and Dame, because Dame is doing like this golf thing for teachers. I think it was for teachers. Yeah, I think it was for teachers, like a teachers thingy. So he invites Brooks and Seth, so they all go golfing or whatever. And not a lot really happened in this scene. We find out a little bit more about Ava and Dame's relationship, and how she wants to be in fashion and all of this. um yeah, this scene was it was what it was. They talk about Charlie and him not wanting to do therapy and all this other stuff. And then he was like, okay, I guess, are you gonna finally talk to Charlie, because she hasn't been talking to Charlie. So she was just like, yeah, I guess I'll talk to him or whatever. So the next scene we see is her and Charlie, like they're on a walk and they're talking. So he apologizes to her. He lets her know that he actually had a conversation with Riley. He apologized to her and he meant it. And he said he's gonna do better. And so they're better. And then he's starting to tell her like how he likes Ariana. He's starting to he's starting to like, okay, Ariana's cool. Like, his first impression of her wasn't a good impression, basically. So now he's just like, I'm starting to be like, okay, cool with her or whatever. And he was just like, yeah, I may sleep with her or whatever. And I was just like, that girl don't want to sleep with you. She got her a man, like a real man. Like, anyways. So Mm, girl, like I said in my last video, I was gonna see how this episode played out, and this episode played out exactly how I thought it was gonna play out. So again, he tells Ava that he was like, man, I would sleep with Ariana or whatever, just one time or whatever. So we see Georgia again back with her boyfriend, and they're mapping out what they're looking for and what they're gonna do to get this. And so then we see, I think, Georgia. I think Georgia had an event. No, no, no. Brooks. It was Brooks. He threw a surprise party for Chloe. So he invites everyone to come or whatever. So they're all there, and they're all enjoying, having fun, talking, doing all this other stuff. And this is the first time Amira was there. So this was her first time meeting not Adriana. Um my goodness, is that her name? Ariana, sorry. Yeah, my fault. But this is her first time meeting Ariana, and so like she has good vibes with her. They're cool. They're chopping it up, having fun, taking shots. Being them or whatever. So she's talking to, like, they're all like, again, they were all mingling. Everyone's going here and there or whatever. So we see Amira, Brooks, and Ava talking, and I don't know if it was. think Amira, no, I think Ava mentioned it. She was just like, yeah, Ariana was saying, she was like, she wants to be a fashion designer, but there's nothing about her that gives me fashion. And I was just like, mm, I see. Okay. And so Amira was just like in her not in her confessional, and then also to Amira's, I mean to Ava's face, she was just like, why are you being a mean girl? Like, are you okay? Like that ain't it. That's not cool. That's not it. It's really not. And it was just like, yeah, that wasn't cool, because whatever, like, just because you do high end fashion doesn't mean that what Ariana is trying to do is going to be high end fashion. She can do, there's all types of fashion. High end fashion is not the only fashion. Everyone has their own fashion sense, their own fashion taste, and whatever she brings to the table may not be what you like, but that doesn't mean that there's not a bunch of people that won't like what she brings to the table, because Ariana has her own fashion. Her and Hudson dress the way that they dress, and it's cute for them. Like, it looks good on them, just like the way that you dress looks cute on you sometimes. Because sometimes I don't like the way you dress, like your the promo pics or whatever, with that black thing and that ugly pants thingy, whatever that you got on that look like drawers. That's not cute. That don't look cute to me, at least. So that doesn't mean that I think that you can't do fashion. Like, girl, are you okay? Like, take that stick out your behind. I did not like that. She is on my list now for people that I don't like, because you did all of that, because when you initially met her, you thought she was cool, all this other stuff, and now all of a sudden, now that Charlie likes her and wants to sleep with her, now you got an issue with her. So it's like all these things that they're saying, everyone keeps saying, oh, are you sure there's nothing between you and Charlie? Will there ever be anything between you and Charlie? You feeding into that hype, because now you look like you jealous about the fact that Charlie wants to sleep with her and he don't want to sleep with you. So now you jealous and you trying to come at her. And it's just like you are not all that. Mm-mm. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. Cause girl, sometimes your fashion ain't it. So stop it. So Brooks goes and tells Ariana, and Ariana gets pissed. Her, Riley, and Gia and Amira go to the bathroom, and they like question Amira about, well, like, what exactly happened or whatever. So Ariana's like in her feelings, and she was just like, bring that girl here. I want to see her. Like, I want to see her. Come, please come. Like, don't let this pretty face fool you. I'm from Atlanta. I can get down. Like, don't play with me. If you got something to say about me, please say that to my face. I want to see you. That's who I want to see. And I was just like, I know that's right, Ariana. Let her know. So they come out the bathroom and they go sit down, and they're with Ava's like they're sitting by Ava or whatever. And because Brooks had told Ava, like, yeah, I talked to her and I told her, and she was just like, oh my God, you made it a thing. And it's just like, no, you made it a thing by throwing a shot at her for no reason. That's what you did. So they all come out and they're all sitting together, and Ava's just like, is there a problem? Should we talk? And she was just like, yeah, what's up? Like, what you want to say? And that's how the episode ends. And I can't remember what is in the previews for I can't remember what the previews is for the next. Oh, that's right. We see Candy. I was just like, yeah, I get to see Candy on my screen. That's my girl. Sorry. But so she's talking to Riley and Ariana, and Riley's telling her how she spent $10,000 on something. And Todd and Candy just like, $10,000? It better not be on a card that I pay for. I was just like, okay, Candy. You just gonna $10,000 is nothing to you, girl. Stop it. Just stop. But it's okay. I like that. Sorry. And then we see Georgia. It looks like Georgia and Charlie are about to get into it, because he's gonna tell her, you wouldn't be on this show if it wasn't for me. And I was just like, who are you? I can't wait to see what that conversation was about and how that happened, because who are you, Charlie? Like, for real, who are you? Ugh. But yes, that's how the episode ends. So what did you guys think about it? Get down in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if you like what you see, make sure to like, again, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.